This is Ken the Metal Professor, and for the first time in many months, it is the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program. Maybe, is this the first time in 2022 that I've managed to do this? Because the last time I was out and about for wrestling, it was Revolution Championship Wrestling, and I'm pretty sure that was back in October. So it has been a while. My schedule has not cooperated with my personal interests. Got to do something about that. So I am here in Griffith, Indiana, St. Mary Hildebrandt Hall for Backbreaker Wrestling's event, Hammerlocked. This is probably the closest event to Valparaiso that we can regularly get to. It's always a good one because it's very efficient. Bell time, 6 o'clock. There's usually 3 matches, intermission, and another 3 matches, and then we are out of here by about 8:30. For us old people, that is sweet. I only know a couple of the matches coming up tonight, so we'll just take them as they come. I will tell you what's going on, what the results are, maybe give you a little bit of noise in the meantime. Delayed audio coverage of Backbreaker Wrestling's event Hammerlocked, Saturday, June 18th, will commence as soon as they commence. And here we go. Cliff Caviar announced as contestant number 1. Well, you can hear the crowd's reaction to Mr. Caviar. He used to be such a nice, clean-cut boy, and now look at him. Long hair past his collar. I mean, that's pretty cool, I gotta say. A scruffy beard, sunglasses, a Hawaiian shirt. Accompanied by Thomas Keith and Scott Powers to the ring. Powers with his cane that will very likely be used as a weapon at some point. His opponent is the Mad Dog, Matt Harvey. The reaction for Mad Dog, Matt Harvey is exactly opposite that for Cliff Caviar. Harvey has shades of Junkyard Dog going on here. A weighty chain around his neck as he comes to the ring. Kind of a smart move if he knew Scott Powers was going to be at ringside along with Cliff Caviar with the ever-present cane. It's good that Matt Harvey has a little bit of instrumental backup in the form of that chain. Of course, we're going to have a nice, clean match, and neither of these objects will get used, of course. He's got red tights with a star. It says Mad Dog. Caviar's got a sleeveless t-shirt and hippie hair. Ref Oscar has called for the bell. He checked both wrestlers to make sure they had no hidden objects. He didn't check the manager. The two guys charged at each other as if they were going to get into a lockup. Caviar jumped to the side, didn't allow it, frustrating Mad Dog there. That's okay, they'll connect eventually. Caviar did the same thing, and then during the distraction, attacked Harvey from behind. Harvey took down Caviar with 2 shoulder tackles in a row, and after the second one, Caviar bailed to the outside. The crowd let him know what they thought of that. They want him in the ring. I mean, maybe they don't want him in the ring, but if he's going to be out here, he might as well be inside the rings, right? Powers has now made his presence felt by tripping Harvey, giving Caviar the opportunity to pounce. And at least Thomas Keith is just sitting over on the edge of the stage away from the ring, not getting involved. So it's only 2-on-1 instead of 3-on-1, at least for now. That was Harvey refusing a pinfall. The crowd liked that. The crowd liked the outcome of that. Mad Dog Matt Harvey with the win. The grumpy Caviar stomped off after the match. Up. Now Powers has the mic. The crowd doesn't want to hear it. I don't know if we can hear it. So the massive WVLP media table is off to the side of the stage. The speaker's facing outward, so it's kind of hard to hear what's being said. Powers and Thomas Keith are yelling a lot. Commissioner Dave Allen is trying to reason with them, or at least tell them they're dopes. Thomas Keith wants a match. Dave Allen's going to find him somebody.
I got to go find somebody first. Why don't you go back to the back? I will find someone for you. You will have a match later.
So Thomas Keith watched his friend Cliff Caviar lose, and he said, hey, I want to do that too. So Dave Allen's going to try to make sure he gets the chance. Now, the end of that match happened when Caviar actually had Harvey in a pinfall. He was standing over him with his weight pressing downwards, and then Caviar reached out. Caviar reached out to Scott Powers standing at the ropes on the edge of the ring to get extra leverage. The ref saw it, kicked the feet or the hands apart of Powers and Caviar, allowing Harvey to flip Caviar over and get the pin. You've seen that before. Richie Rothschild and Joey Rancid coming out for the next match. Ref Zoran is in the ring. Rancid Joey carrying a bottle of water on his way out to the ring, and as he's passing one of the sides of the rings, he kind of shook it and tossed water in the direction of Ref Zoran. Now, last week, that would have been appreciated probably, but the weather's pretty good tonight. And if Ref Zoran catches a cold, we know whose fault it's going to be. During the entrance of the Old West Outlaws, Backbreaker Wrestling Tag Team Champs, Gabe the Brave Juarez and Billy the Kid. Gabe the Brave ran around the outside of the ring, slapped some hands with the crowd, kept going back to the stage area in the rear of the auditorium where the announce table is. And his daughter is sitting there dangling her legs over the edge of the stage. He was just back there saying hi to his daughter, giving her a high five, being a nice guy. And Joey Rack and Richie Rothschild take advantage of his distance from the ring to attack Billy the Kid. Now, Cade Lee and Ref Oscar have come out to try to restore some order. They yanked the titles away from Richie Rothschild, who had him in his hands, gave him back to Gabe. Now Billy's being taken off to the back, so he must have been injured during that. Let's see what Cade Lee has to say. So Gabe the Brave has said, I'm not afraid of these guys. I'll take them both on by myself. Cade Lee tells him, hey, the titles are still on the line. And he said, that's okay. No worries. So now it's 2 against 1. Now Rothschild and Joey Rack, Rancid Joey Rack, are a interesting pairing. Because Gypsy Richie Rothschild, almost hippie Richie Rothschild. He's got the long hair. He's a very, very laid-back guy. He's slow and he's deliberate. He's not loud-spoken. Joey is kind of a spaz. He's very energetic. Comes to the ring in a leather jacket. You would think these two personality types wouldn't coexist well, but maybe it works in an odd couple kind of way. I bet in their trailer as they travel from show to show, half of it's immaculately kept and the other half is a big mess. We have some action now. Representing the team of Rancid Joey Rack and Richie Rothschild, it's Richie Rothschild in the ring. Representing the team of Gabe the Brave is Gabe the Brave. Rancid Joey's in the ring with Gabe the Brave now. First he was biting him and then he was choking him. Now he tags Richie back in. Gabe goes into the corner and Rancid Joey's slingshotting Richie into the corner with Gabe. And now they switch it around. And a slingshot drop kick by Joey. And then a cannonball by Richie. And there's a cannonball by Joey. Four corner attacks in a row on Gabe the Brave. Richie's pinning him, but not all the way. Gabe just tried to fling Rancid Joey into the ropes with an Irish whip, but Joey slid out under the lower rope. Started running around to the other side of the ring when Gabe jumped out to get him. Richie Rothschild grabbed Gabe and slammed him into the ring post. And Rancid Joey just dropped an elbow on the floor onto Gabe the Brave. And meanwhile, Richie's over there jabbing with somebody in the front row. I said he seemed to be laid back. I didn't say he was nice. Richie rolled his own partner back into the ring, possibly to break up the count. But Gabe jumped into the ring too, and he has some new energy now. And just a slug to the jaw of Joey, and Joey just crumpled. I'll let you guess who won by the reaction. Once the music's down, I'll describe what happened. Joey and Richie are having a follow-up committee meeting in the ring, trying to discover what went wrong there. What happened was that Gabe the Brave had Joey up in a overhead press kind of situation. Joey's legs were on the ropes. Gabe the Brave had his upper body hoisted in the air. Richie came into the ring thinking he was clever, and he just kind of lifted Joey the rest of the way up and slid him outside the ring. But then while he was looking at his own handiwork, Gabe the Brave tackled him from the side and got the pinfall. And Richie and Joey have hugged it out. Gabe may have learned his lesson about going around the outside of the ring to the stage, because after the match, his daughter was still sitting on the edge of the stage, dangling her legs. She wanted him to come over and give her a high five, but he was going out the other side of the crowd. He left her hanging. She's okay now. She's a good sport. Here comes ref Oscar for match number 3. Number 3, Luis Rojas against Jake Roan. Jake Roan's out with the red, white, and blue color scheme. White boots, red knee pads, blue trunks. Had a Spider-Man t-shirt on to start. Luis Rojas with the teal and orange. I think that's teal. It's like a light blue sort of thing. I don't know colors. And they locked up. Rojas comes right out of the lockup with an armbar. And Roan just reached down and grabs an ankle and dumps Rojas on his butt, sticking with the fundamentals. After taking a high elevation drop kick from Jake Roan, Luis Rojas looks like he has a few regrets about this whole thing. He's backing off in the corner, trying to collect himself. Oscar is saying, look, You have to get into this thing. That's why you're here. So he charges out and gets rolled up with an arm drag. Oh, but then he slugged Rowan in the throat. And now Rojas looks proud of himself. For a while there, Luis Rojas was having several episodes of offense against Jake without any answer, but eventually Rowan got him with a Russian leg sweep. And now with 3 punches and or forearms in a row and a single leg kick, drops Rojas to the mat. Now Rojas is staggering into one corner. Rowan's in the opposite corner, runs across. Oh, and Rojas flips him up and over the top rope. But then Rowan just jumps to the outside of the ring, yanking Rojas's arm down with him. And he was going for a big body splash, but Rojas stepped out of the way. Now Rojas is up on the top rope with a big splash down on Rowan and gets the 3 count. I mentioned that I love the efficient operation of this company. Show started at 6. At 6:50, 3 matches. Half number 1 is over. 15-minute intermission. And then we come back for half number 2. Second half kicking off with a tag team match. The upper class, the first team announced. Shooter McGavin, Brentley Alexander Dawson. Johnny Motley and Dick Davis making T number 2. With the announced weights, we'll have about 800 pounds of humans in the ring. And that's not including Ref Zoran, who's going to have his hands full. So Davis and Motley are out costuming Jake Roan with the red, white, and blue theme. Motley's got red, white, and blue tights. The right leg is the stars, the left leg is the stripes. Dick Davis has red, white, and blue boots, knee pads, tights as well. The upper class, well, they're dressed like going to the golf course as usual. Each of them has their green and white sweater vest with a diamond pattern. Green trunks, white or green and white boots. I mean, if they were wrestling for Valparaiso High School, they'd be a perfect match because that's the school colors. I'm pretty sure Valpo High School wouldn't want them representing though. Brentley Alexander Dawson and Dick Davis with the initial lockup. They went right to the corner, and ref Zoran had to break them up. Dawson is already grouchy. Davis and Motley seem to be having a good time so far. The problem with wearing a sweater vest in the ring is that your opponent might pull the bottom of it up over your head so you can't see. And then you might not know about the hip toss that's coming your way next. Dawson has straightened out his sweater vest, but his collared white shirt underneath is now all messed up. His collar looks terrible. Oh, he fixed it. Okay. He looks more put together now. Gets back in the ring, still against Davis. And Dawson just does a head-first slide right out of the ring to get away. It's been several minutes. Dick Davis is still in the ring. I don't think he's tagged out once yet. Shooter McGavin and Brentley Alexander Dawson have traded in and out a few times. So Davis has to be super exhausted at this point. He just reversed an Irish whip into the corner. Now he gets the tag. He and Motley both get a blow in on McGavin. Also gave a pop to Brentley Dawson. Eventually, Davis ran around to his corner, and now it's Motley and McGavin. They're on the outside of the ring, but Motley rolls them back in. Stomps on him. Motley got a tag in. Davis came off the top rope with a sledgehammer blow to McGavin. Only got a 2 count after that. Now Davis is back in the ring already while Motley's on the outside. I don't know if Davis had enough time to really recuperate. Motley got back in the ring and just did a nice off the top rope somersault neck breaker move on Brentley Alexander Dawson. Looked great, but didn't get a 3 count. But Dawson is now down, and Motley got too close to the opposite corner, and McGavin reached out and yanked him by the hair. And that distraction has now allowed Dawson to get in a blow. And a kick to the face. And a kick to the chest. And an elbow to the head. You are listening to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. Motley just took down Dawson with a super kick and then a spinning forearm. He managed to get the tag. So did Dawson. So now it's Davis against McGavin. Davis is trying forearms, but McGavin is not going down, but that time it came with a little rotation and an elbow. And that did put McGavin down. Davis just hoisted McGavin up onto his shoulders, which is no small feat, but McGavin slid off and just clawed at Davis's face. Dawson's walking around on the outside and yanks Motley off the ringside, off the apron. Davis just introduced McGavin's face to a turnbuckle. Now he's putting him up on his shoulder again. Oh, tried to slam him. It was sort of a, let's call it a sideways fall away slam. Tagged in Motley. Motley's up on the top turnbuckle in the corner. Big frog splash with an elbow. No, but before he could get a pinfall, Dawson came in from the outside and clobbered him. Davis just rolled Dawson outside. Davis is wondering from Ref Zoran what the heck's going on here. I believe Motley and McGavin are the legal men. Somehow, McGavin's golf club found its way into the ring. Davis picked it up. While the ref is distracted with that business, Dawson comes in with a club from the other side. Clobbered Motley with it. Ref Zoran didn't see it. Dawson gets the pinfall. The upper class have cleared out. Davis and Motley are left in the ring. Motley's still a little loopy. Ref Zoran say, "What can I do? I didn't see it." When two tag team partners stay in the ring that long after a match, you wonder if one of them's had enough of the other one, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Davis and Motley are walking off to the back. And they've made it with no issues. Good for them. For the next match, Thomas the Benjamins Keith is introduced as the first headed for the ring. He will be accompanied by Scott Powers. This is the holdover from the first half of the show where Thomas Keith was promised an opponent. We don't know who it's going to be. And for the first time in a long time, Dave Allen is going to step through the ropes as a combatant, not the commissioner. Thomas Keith is not sure what he's gotten himself into. I'm sure getting back in the ring after all this time means a lot to Dave Allen. He took a long run at the ring, headfirst slide under the ropes. And that rude Thomas Keith didn't even let him have his moment. He He stomped on him as soon as he got through, but that sound was Dave Allen dropping Thomas Keith. So Dave Allen has the upper hand. Oh, and he ran right into the ropes for a rebound right in front of Scott Powers. Dave's got to remember all the little subtleties of this. If there is a manager outside the ring and you're going to run into the ropes to bounce off them, don't do it right into where the manager is standing. But Dave Allen's back on top with one of his patented boots to the face of Thomas Keith. The straps are down already. He means business. And a stunner. Dave Allen with the win already. Dave Allen took a moment for himself before getting out of the ring. He's getting a nice standing O from the crowd, because they know what it means for him to come back into the ring. Even the guys are out from the back. Some health issues made him wonder if he'd ever be able to do this again. I think the answer is yes. Well, this is a title unification match, the Legacy Championship and the Heavyweight Championship. The latter currently held by Drex Odell, the former by Kurt Joseph of the upper class. Joseph came to the ring with the upper class cohort. Scott Powers for a third time at ringside. Shooter McGavin and Brett Lee Dawson. Drex Odell took care of Dawson on his way to the ring. And when he finally made it to the ring, he was overpowered by Scott Powers. So Cade Lee and Ref Zorin had come out to try to get things back under control. Drex is a little woozy. Dave Dave Allen comes out and gives a stunner to Scott Powers. Cade Lee just rolls the limp form of Powers out of the ring. And now he's out of the ring, and finally, there are only 3 bodies in the ring: Drex Odell, Kurt Joseph, and Ref Oscar. Maybe this match can get underway. Finally, the opening bell. Odell and Joseph circle a couple of times, but don't waste much time after that, getting right to it. It's been back and forth for several minutes. Kurt Joseph just hit Drex Odell with a bulldog, driving his head into the mat for a 2 count. Joseph is sitting in the ring, scratching at his chin with a look of puzzlement on his face, like, why wasn't that a 3 count? What can I do? His tights, or his upper half of his tights, I don't know what that's called. The lower half is the tights or the trunks. This, is it a sing? It's not really a singlet. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, on his back upper body is the slogan, "Better Than You." So I'm assuming he's going to live up to that. Otherwise, it's false advertising. Looks like Joseph is trying to get Drex Odell to submit. He's wrenching backwards on that shoulder. In an arm bar, but pulling backwards and upwards on it. He just screamed tap at Odell, but I don't think that's going to happen. Odell just shifted himself a little bit and managed to roll up Joseph for 2. And then a nice knife edge chop. And a headbutt, which drops Joseph to his knees. Now it's Odell's turn to scream tap at Joseph. But here comes Luis Rojas. And while Kurt Joseph was tapping, Luis Rojas jumped into the ring and attacked Odell. So Ref Oscar's calling for the bell. I don't know that Luis Rojas wants to be on Drex Odell's bad side, but there he goes. Rojas now rolled Joseph out of the ring. He choked on Odell a little bit more. Now Odell's just laying there, face down. Rojas is gloating. So it looks like these 2 titles are not unified after all. I don't think, with this match ending in a mess. No, Rojas finally walked off to the back, gave the Brave and Jake Rohner out to check on Drex Odell. Lynn Marie indicates there really hasn't been a winner. So I think a battle royal is necessary at the end of the next event. I'm calling it now. Word is the next event is July 16th in Cedar Lake. So something will be clarified then. That makes me sad because I was already going to miss the Revolution Championship Wrestling event out in South Bend that evening. And I'll be missing this one too. It's daughter's graduation night. I can't miss that if I want to live. So I will be having a graduation party, not partaking in wrestling events. So we'll have to figure out what happens otherwise. Anyway, I'm Ken the Metal Professor. This has been Backbreaker Wrestling's Hammerlocked. You're listening to delayed audio coverage on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana.